Hello and welcome to the More Cheese, Less Whiskers podcast. My name is Dean Jackson, and each week on the podcast, we work with one business at a time to hatch some evil schemes and apply the 8 profit activators to their business. Now, this week, I have my good friend, Lane Bowers, who lives here in Winter Haven, Florida with me. We always have the greatest fun. He's got a super business. He's one of the top barefoot water ski instructors in the world, and he has a ski school here in Winter Haven and has all kinds of boating and barefooting equipment for his site, thefootersedge.com. And we have had so much fun over the years. If you remember, we had a campaign for selling Lane's instructional DVD that was a little bit outside of the box, and we're going to talk a little bit about that, go down memory lane. But the purpose of today is we're hatching an evil scheme for a Christmas promotion that I've had for years, and we've used it once before, but I want to get this out into your hands before Christmas so that if you have a business that is a local business or a business that you have something that somebody might be able to give or receive for Christmas, I think you're really going to enjoy this episode. And I'd love to hear from you because I'd love to see all the different ways that we can implement this strategy. So I'm going to ask you if you have a business that this would fit for, or you'd like to brainstorm a promotion like this, send me an email, dean@deanjackson.com, and put Christmas in the subject line. And let's do that right away because I'd like to maybe get a lot of different people trying something like this idea for this Christmas season. And it's just now early December, so we've got just enough time to get something like this done in time for last minute Christmas giving. So enjoy this episode and then let me know if you'd like to do something like this for your business. Lane Dawg Bowers.
I'm in.
You are in. Game on. We're recording live right now. This is how it works. Welcome to the Evil Scheme Hatchery.
I am excited. I'm super
No build
excited.
up, no lead up, no nothing. Just hatching evil schemes right out of the gate.
Man.
So I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it when we were talking earlier this morning. It's coming up on celebrating 20 years of hatching evil schemes with you.
That is true.
Does that seem almost impossible?
It does seem almost impossible.
Like I mean, it is hard to believe. I mean, so far back that I remember the very first introduction and evil scheme that we hatched together was me sitting at Keith's desk in the gym and writing out on looping pages of a dot matrix printer. Remember when printer paper was fed through a dot loop thing? And I think there were like 4 or 5 pages of this long, like, why you should stop selling stuff in your ad and just focus on giving something away. And and I remember King Richard with his just thought that was just the worst possible idea. How are you going to make any money giving stuff away?
I remember reading that and just like my whole like world being changed, what I thought I knew, and my eyes being open. I remember I was so excited. I was like, we can do this like right now. I mean, this is not something that we have to talk about. Let's do it literally right now, which led, of course, to that infamous response from Richard.
My plate is full. That's been a catchphrase for us for years. I love it. So that's funny. So I am excited. We have hatched some amazing evil schemes together, starting with the how to be the best barefooter on your lake ebook to give away to people in an ad.
Exactly.
I mean, craziness. So what I'm excited about, and a couple of years ago when we did the Best Christmas Ever campaign,
right.
I keep thinking about that, and I think that now is like a really good time to get something like that going again. So, where do we start here? This is always a little bit more. I have to set the stage a little bit because we know the backstory. Normally, when I'm doing these episodes, I'm meeting people for the first time, basically. And we're starting from the beginning and hatching the evil scheme. But you and I know so much about the backstory. So let me just set the context a little bit here for people. Yeah. So Lane, I met 20 years ago now. And Lane is a barefoot water skier. And is it not just a barefoot water skier? He's a barefoot water skiing legend. I think that's safe to say. That at the time when I met him, Lane was one of the top barefooters in the world. Was on the U.S. barefoot ski team. Has being a pioneer, really invented lots of tricks and moved things forward in barefooting, and has a ski school here in Florida where people from all over the world come to spend time to ski with Lane and improve their barefooting. And barefooting is just what it sounds like: water skiing without water skis. And so Lane's built a whole barefooting empire. We always tease that he's the world's best marketer in the world's smallest niche. And so, but he's expanded that and built it into water sports and water sports equipment and all kinds of stuff. So that's the backstory. Then the first Lane was one of the first people when getting email addresses was just kind of becoming fashionable. Lane, bought into this whole idea. I said, let's just give people stuff and build the audience of all these people who want to barefoot water ski. So we did an ebook called How to Be the Best Barefooter on Your Lake, and that has built a list of probably almost all the barefoot water skiers in the world, wouldn't you say? I mean, it's pretty. I
would say pretty much if they've got a computer and an email address, we probably got them.
So it's been a pretty cool journey. Now, let's talk about what we can do with these people right now for Christmas. And a couple of years ago, I had this idea of that really Christmas is a kind of thing where people are not buying stuff for themselves, but they're getting stuck often with gifts that people are getting for them that are not really what they wanted. And if they really could get what they wanted, it would be a joyous Christmas for everyone. And I think that goes for the people who are buying gifts for people too. So my idea was that if we could make it easy to kind of advocate for the other person, that it would be a cool thing. And I came up with these words of sending a mailing to somebody, to your clients. And this works if you have any kind of a retail store or any kind of thing that sells something that somebody might be able to buy for Christmas. And if you have a big enough imagination, any business that you have could do that. So the idea is to send a mailing to your clients, because here's the thing: you've got your clients, but you don't know who the person who's going to be buying them the Christmas gift is. So we decided to send a mailing to your client, because that's the name that you have, but send it to the person in charge of making sure that Lane Bowers has the best Christmas ever. and then directing that as the addressee and putting a highlight to make sure not to be opened by Lane Bowers. Now, that I think is the first step of getting something in the hands of the right person. And so we want to hatch a couple of evil schemes with this, Lane. So with that person, but also to do an emailing that we could do to your clients, to people on your list, so that we're not hoping not that they're going to direct this to the we can't address an email to the person in charge of
Right.
making sure Lane Bowers has the best Christmas ever. But I think when we came up with this idea a few years ago, the thing that we did was sending an email saying, I'm hooking you up for Christmas.
Yeah.
And that was, so there's two approaches there. So let's start with that one, Lane. Let's start with the Christmas wish book. So the idea is that we send an email to everybody on your list and say, we're hooking you up for Christmas, or I'm hooking you up for Christmas, or something like that. And the big pieces of the idea are that we're essentially saying to your client, Lane, I know that Christmas is coming and that you're going to get a lot of gifts, but often you don't get the things that you really want. And wouldn't it be cool if we could figure out a way to get everybody who's going to get you something to get you the stuff you really want? So we've made it easy for you here, and I put together a Christmas wish book and a simple set of instructions for you to get to make sure that you get exactly what you want for Christmas. So click over here and take a look what I've got for you. That I think that kind of tone of the email would get somebody to go to a page, right, where they could now see either just a written page or a video. I'm saying, I know for you could do a video, but I want to make this like a evil scheme that anybody could do.
A lot of people probably aren't as
don't feel comfortable with the video, but I think for you, you'd be really comfortable doing that, and you have that kind of a relationship with people, right? Like you have people really getting, who are used to seeing you on video. That's the relationship that you have with them. So you're speaking to those people who really do want all the stuff. Now, so that's the thing. And I think even what I've learned about email now is that back then I suggested a subject line of, I'm hooking you up for Christmas as the subject line. And now I think that as I said that to you, my latest learning about Christmas or about email subject lines is to be more neutral and to just put Christmas in the subject line. Because
so if you and I were having a contest of the best subject line.
Yeah. Oh, that's so funny. I'll tell you.
If I could just call up Dean Jackson on a private conversation.
Yeah, imagine if you could do that.
Best subject. If I could do that, what would be the winning line? What would be the winning subject line?
I think that my best guess would be Christmas.
That you can't beat a one
No,
word subject line.
Like how in the world could you not open an email? Just like here's the thought behind that is that the when I've been really like honing my email abilities here because I've set up an environment that allows me to really hatch those kind of evil schemes. I've been doing my email mastery case study program, and so I'm working with people on crafting specifically emails like this. So I've gotten to really hone my my email abilities here by doing it. And what I learned as I was thinking about all the components of emails, the subject line, what I notice about myself is that personal emails that appear like they're only for me get the highest open rate. Like I know when, knowing what I know now, if I see a subject line that says, I'm hooking you up for Christmas, which is curiosity, and that's kind of the thing that we would say, but it also has a tone of, this is not just for you.
Right.
You know, and if you look at the last 3 or 5 personal emails that you've gotten, like in your inbox, you'll notice that the ones that you get are very, very neutral. You know, I mean, it's like they're overtly simple to just identify what it is. Because when you're sending a personal email to somebody, you're not concerned about trying to get them to open it. You're just putting what it is, right? I mean, it's like I noticed that myself about like when I'm sending emails to Eben, or I get a personal email from Eben or from Jeff Walker or any of these guys, I know, and I get all their marketing emails come to me.
Right.
But when I get one that I know is just for me, it has a different tone in it.
Right.
Really, it's kind of an interesting thing, right? So I try and take that. So I think let's just go with that Christmas, I think, would be a really great subject line that gets the idea. Now, that gets us to the point that we really want, which is that the email is open. We have their attention. And now the only purpose of this email is to get them to go to the page. Right. That's the only thing that we want. So we want to kind of set the context for that with what I said in the email. We can transcribe that. We get this transcribed, so you can go back and see the actual words that we said. But I think, you know, basically the tone of it was just that, you know, Christmas is coming up and you're probably going to get a bunch of stuff you don't want. And people are going to be stuck about, what are we going to get for Lane? And I figured out a simple way to make sure that you get the stuff you want and make it easy on everybody who's going to be buying you stuff. You know, that kind of a simple thing.
Yeah.
You tracking on that?
I'm tracking, buddy. I'm sitting, I'm absorbing. I'm getting excited as if it's my Christmas.
Yeah. And then the page, and we talked a little bit about this before we recorded, but I'll set the stage again, that, you know, the idea that we did a couple of years ago, maybe, and I say a couple of years ago, it could be as many as 4 or 5 years ago. I don't even remember now. Time just melds, right?
Yeah.
Of the idea of putting together the Christmas wish book and, you know, putting a PDF together that would highlight the best things, the things that somebody would really, you know, likely want, and crossing a range of price ranges. But if we take the barefooters as your ideal there, what would be kind of, beginning with the end in mind, the things that somebody would probably want or be able to get somebody to get them for Christmas?
Well,
like things from a wetsuit or a you know.
Yeah, anything from a barefoot suit. I mean, it really depends on, you know, the price point, but, you know, barefoot suits, handles to our DVDs.
Oh, see, there you go. Yeah, the DVD. That's got to be on there. Let's make the Christmas wish list right now. Let's just make the items here. So the instructional DVD, and that is
two different ones. We've got $39.99, and we've got that's the original 2-hour one that you and I had talked about when we first started doing that, and then we have another one which is just for beginner barefooters, and I call it the no fall barefooting. So there's a second DVD. And then
that one is that's $39.99 too.
Yep, same thing. And then we have handles.
Yeah, handles.
And then what we call foot skis, basically skis bigger than your feet that make it a little bit easier. And then we go up to barefoot shorts that you wear under your barefoot suit, and then a barefoot suit. Then from there, it kind of it depends on, we're talking about the barefooter list here. So then, I mean, you could go to anything from, it gets more expensive heading up from there. So anything.
Let's go. Let's keep it going, just because we got to have I think part of it is having like the
dream.
The Neiman Marcus catalog. Let's get the diamond studded foot skis.
Equipment.
The submarine, the the barefooting submarine with the attached with the boom.
Yeah. So, from there we have the barefoot boom, and then we could go from a barefoot boom to wakeboard tower, which is used for barefooters, and what we call our ultimate setup is that'd be the top of probably sale price for anything we do, is the combination of the tower, the super fly high that mounts on the tower that raises the rope up to 14 feet off the water, which and then either the boom, or we also have a tower boom that mounts to the tower. So it's kind of like the Swiss Army knife option, and that's at what we call the ultimate setup. So that's basically all our most expensive equipment all at once.
Okay, that's great. And what about
we can include lessons too if we want to do that.
I was just going to say, what about the lessons coming down to see with you, right?
Yeah, that's the
and that could be from a 1 day, or people can go from a half day to a week, right?
Yep, exactly right. I guess if we also want to include it out, we could include even clinics, barefoot clinics, bring me to your site type of thing. That's the other thing. So that would be that'd be more expensive than our more expensive stuff, the ultimate setup. But if you're including everything, that would be it. Yeah.
So there you go. I mean, that, Lane, this is that's so cool, And then I still think we should do your signature boat, but that's another story. We got close on that one time. Yeah. Okay, so that right there, that would make a really nice Christmas wish book right there, right?
Yeah.
So, that would be I would see that we could do that in a 20-page PDF with, one or 1 or 2 pages for each of those things. Big pictures, lots of a little bit of copy, and really clear instructions on where somebody would go to buy this, plus a gift card, like that.
Yeah, that's obviously another one.
Right, and that could be the best thing ever. What would be the so we got $39.99 on one end, and on the high end of stuff, the ultimate setup is how much?
The ultimate setup in the equipment there is, I think it comes to $3,700, just under $3,700.
$3,700. Okay. That right there is quite a range. That's awesome. And, so in there,
and I guess the gift card covers anything in between, right?
Well, that's what I was just going to say, is how much what are we talking about, with the handles and...
Well, for instance, handles, the least expensive one is, I believe, $69, going up to $129. So that's the range there for handles.
Mm-hmm. And foot skis?
And the foot skis, $89.
Uh-huh. And the barefoot shorts that you put underneath?
$89. And the barefoot suit is $299.
Uh-huh. Well, you got the ultimate barefoot suit, right?
Of course.
Yeah. And then the boom is?
The boom range is $499 up to there.
And that's a boom for your boat? That's a boom for your boat?
Right. So a boom can range from $499, and then a lot of times they need one or two accessories, which are roughly $100 a piece. So average boom sales probably $100 more than that, $599. So.
Yeah. But does it fit my boat, Lane?
Yes. Turn the page, click here, and I'll check. Give me your boat information. You got to tell them that, because that was just classic.
Actually, you tell them, because that'll set the stage. That's a nice.
Well,
there's always a marketing solution.
Yeah, that's right. So the equipment that I sell is pretty esoteric when it comes to you can't just click and say, "Hey, look, a boom, I like it, I want to buy it." And it'd be nice if you could. So I was trying to solve the problem, and of course, my number one solution for any problem is to call Dean. And I said, I'm thinking of, making a form where if they give me their boat year, the make of their boat, the model of their boat, that kind of information, then they'd submit it to a form, and then I would, get back to them and email them, contact them by phone or whatever, and tell them which boom fits their boat. And you came up with the much better idea of asking them, does it fit your boat? And then I collect all the same information. Just give me the year of your boat, the model of your boat, the make of your boat, the manufacturer, and click here. And so it takes them to a page and goes, yes, it does. It fits your boat. And which is a much simpler solution. So that was just classic.
That's great.
That was genius.
I love it.
The answer is we have a boom to fit every boat. It's more complicated than that to fulfill that answer specifically, but the answer is yes, it does fit your boat. And the reality is then I actually have to look up their information, then I follow up with a personal email of the exact boom that fits their boat.
That's perfect. I love it. And what would be if somebody wanted on the lessons side, like from a half day clinic, how much would it cost to do a half day?
So if they do a half day now, it's $110. A full day is $175.
$175, and they could do a week. Is there a?
I don't actually give a discount anymore for a week.
So it's just they just pick however many days. So there we go.
Exactly.
Somebody could give
pick
them.
How many days you?
This is perfect, Lane. So I think that this is really awesome. Now, one thing that I noticed missing from this is my favorite two items, which would be the How to Be the Best Barefooter on Your Lake book.
Yeah, that's true.
Because we have the paperback version of that book now on CreateSpace, right? So that should be available for people. You could stock that up for Christmas.
Yes.
And Slick Feet 50.
Yes.
How is our Slick Feet 50 stock doing?
Our stock and just 3-4 days ago, I actually had someone calling in who needed exactly that, the Slick Feet 50, and I have since run out of the Slick Feet 50 lotion, but not the complete system. Well, it is part of the complete system, but the actual lotion, it needs to be. We need to stock up on that. So I haven't done that. I haven't done that in a while, but it is exciting. I need to restock the lotion.
I was going to tell the sidebar about Slick Feet 50 because that's important, I think.
Very important.
So, we were one day just laughing as we do and talking about how wouldn't it be cool if there was just some magic lotion that you could rub on your feet and all of a sudden you're a better barefooter.
Yeah.
And that was in a discussion of thinking about what would be the dream come true for my ideal audience, right? The dream come true would be that there's this special lotion that I could just rub on my feet and magically be a better barefooter. And this was kind of in a combination conversation about John Carlton's idea of the magic versus reality meter.
Right.
And the magic, the further you get out on the magic thing, it's the appeal goes up, and the closer you get to the reality, the appeal goes down. So the reality of being a barefooter is that you've got to, that's how most people do it, is a very painful, slow, lots of falling way of learning how to barefoot. And the magic would be if you could rub the lotion and automatically be a better barefooter. So the reality is, if you do it with, Lane's got the greatest instructional DVD, that not just the best barefoot instructional CD or DVD, but the best instructional DVD period of anything, right? That it goes down that that level. So people, were buying this the instructional DVD for $39.99 and buying lots of them. And then what we had this idea of was coming up with this product that we laughed and laughed because we ended up calling it Slick Feet 50. And it was just the most ridiculous thing. But we ended up, I was in California at a hotel, and I noticed that they had private labeled toiletries. They had shampoo and conditioner and lotion. And I thought, wow, I look on the bottom of the thing and find the company that does the packaging, and found out we could get these individual bottles of this lotion private labeled and put our Slick Feet 50 logo on it. So I had Jesse, my designer, get the logo together, and it was just beautiful. And we bought a bunch of the Slick Feet 50. Like, how many bottles did you have to buy to get the?
I don't remember. I want to say it was either 1,000 or 500. I'm not sure how many.
Yeah,
I
something.
can't remember.
But they're all gone, which is great.
They're gone, and I had to gently bring down this lady who was very much excited about the actual bottle. So I had to walk her down the road of reality and explain to her, and she's a very excited customer now. But it was always a very tender process of when people called and demanded cases of this stuff. So,
so we ended up making an ad, making a page that was all about selling the Slick Feet 50. And when you buy the Slick Feet 50 for $39.99, you get a copy of the instructional DVD, which we were packaging as the Slick Feet 50 Barefoot Success System.
The complete
success system. And we even set up the sales page and the instructions on all of it to feature the Slick Feet 50, and the DVD comes along with it. And we gave people instructions of the exact system that they need to follow, which is to get out your credit card and order your Slick Feet 50 Barefoot Success System. And then we showed pictures of the UPS guy arriving at the door and you unpacking it and putting the Slick Feet 50 on your freshly cleaned feet. And then the important instruction was that you needed to elevate your feet for at least 2 hours. And that just happened to be the length of time of the Barefoot instructional DVD. And then, we even went so far as to instruct people that if you need something, call out for it. Get somebody to go and get it for you. Don't let your feet go below parallel to keep them focused on watching this DVD. And then it was get some sleep and wake up and they're a better barefooter, which is absolutely true because you'll be a better barefooter after watching the instructional DVD. So it was really like a fun process to put that all together, and we laughed and laughed about it.
I think we never laughed so hard. I mean, that was awesome.
So now I think that we should look at including that in this Christmas wish book. I think would be a really cool thing. But now, so here's the grand scheme. So how I want to use this as like a something that anybody with any kind of retail store or any kind of store that sells multiple items or multiple products, that you're starting with the, we got a great little selection of products here with the DVDs. We've got the handles, the barefoot shorts, the suits, the boom, the tower, all the way up to spending lessons with you, the clinics, and gift cards in any denomination from, they could have it from $50 up to $5,000, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Somebody could get a $5,000 gift card. That would make all of their barefooting dreams come true.
We do need to leave it an option.
Yeah. And there's the thing. I think that when you put that in there, and I mean, we're only kind of half joking when I was talking about the Neiman Marcus, the barefooting submarine or whatever. I mean, part of their strategy is putting in ridiculous things, but somebody always buys them, So I think you could have that as like setting the stage for, the ultimate barefooting experience, where you come and you get all of this stuff. That's why I was talking about your boat too,
Yeah.
All of that, but maybe next Christmas with all the stuff
Christmas we can get that
from this one. So anybody could put this idea together of the things, and I want to make it like simple enough that anybody could do here. So I think, Lane, if it was something where you could put together just very simple, like a Christmas wish catalog that was meant for the purpose that we have, which is our instruction to your clients, to your list, to say we'll let them in on it, right? That the idea is that we let them in on it. We send the email to them, subject line Christmas, body of the message, hey, Christmas is coming up. You're going to get probably all these gifts you don't want. Here's how we can get you the stuff you really do want, and have them go to this page where now there's a video from you, and we could show them the Christmas wish book and explain to them how this all works, right? That we know you want all the best barefoot stuff. And so I've put together this Christmas wish book, and we've got page after page of great Christmas gift ideas from $39 all the way to $3,900. And here's what you do to make sure that you get hooked up this Christmas is, first of all, print out the Christmas wish book, then grab yourself a Sharpie and a highlighter and sit down somewhere, look page by page at this, circle the things that you really like or highlight them, put arrows and stars on the ones you really want, and then leave it around so that the person who's going to be buying you Christmas gifts this year can discover it and get what you really want for Christmas. That's a pretty cool, I think that it goes in on the whole idea of we're also now getting the needs of the person who's buying the gifts met too, right? Because they're they don't know what to get, right? Like the kids and the mom and the wife or the husband or whatever it is, somebody's always struggling to think, what am I going to get them for Christmas?
Well, and I think there's some real angst and fear that they would get them a bad gift.
Yeah, I think that too. And I think we're saving Christmas. We're saving a lot of strife and anxiety over Christmas, Lane.
That's how we roll.
I think that's what we're doing. We're keeping families together.
Yes.
Yeah. So that idea, I think that's 80% of it right there.
Yeah.
I mean, that would really be, I think that kind of thing, of that phase of it, of the going to the list, getting them enrolled in letting people know what their Christmas wish is, And can you imagine, can you see a page with just with your DVDs on it? And I mean, just simple things of saying, having a little headline about the DVDs and the book. I would group those three together, I think. The DVD and the No Fall Barefooting DVD and the book all on one page kind of thing.
Yep.
Then a page for handles.
Yes. Yep.
And then a page for foot skis. Just explaining, I mean, imagine all I'm seeing Helvetica bold, big headline for each of what they are, and then some, Helvetica, copy that just describes what it is and the price of them. And then you could have one page for barefoot shorts and barefoot suits.
Yep. Now, in my case, I've got that catalog. Are you talking about making a whole new PDF or? Yeah,
I'm talking about making a PDF of just cycling out the how many different handles do you have?
Well, there's probably 1, 2, 3. There's probably 1, 2. I'm looking at them right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 handles. 10 handles.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But there's
how many
three. The most popular one. We could put the most popular ones. There's basically 3 of the most popular ones.
That's it. That's what I want, is just the highlights. You know how?
Right.
Do you remember Sears? Sears would send the big catalog every year.
Right.
But then the Christmas wish book would come, and it was a smaller, more manageable catalog with all the right?
Right.
That's what we're kind of looking for here,
I gotcha.
And then, of course, on every page, you could say, see more handles at. Where do you send people for that? Do you go to thefootersedge.com or where's the
the footer our website, thefootersedge.com. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And so everyone would have every page would have your big phone number, would have your website, plus gift cards, have a thing that you can get gift cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. On each page of each different product, or you mean?
I think so. Yeah. I think yes. I think you can't be too overt. We got to use like e-commerce best practices here, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I see.
And then the booms and towers, that could maybe be, the boom could be a full page and the wakeboard tower. And I'm seeing like where there's, you know, big pictures of these things, you know, that it's not just like you know, the small catalog pictures. I'm envisioning like the bigger things. It's highly visual, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm trying to look at my personal preference is to do that by video, but I think that having the PDF catalog might probably be the better way to do it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking through here at everything, but yeah, I mean that would be exciting for them to be able to print that out, and then
and leave it around, you know.
Exactly. Perfect.
Then and then one for the tower, you know, all the ultimate tower setup, you know.
Yep.
That could be a full page thing too.
Sure. Yeah.
And then the lessons.
Yes.
Come ski with me in person in beautiful Winter Haven, Florida. All, you know, big, you know, nice glass water, sunny. Create that dream, you know?
Yeah. That is the dream. I think that's the thing that gets, you know, and really for the barefooter group, the dream, we want them to buy equipment. The dream is the barefooting.
Yeah.
The dream is doing their dream trick. The dream is being able to show off for their friends.
Yeah. And that with some shiny, happy people, testimonials, like you've got. No, I mean, really, that's the thing, right? That's
right.
Look at all these people whose Christmas wishes came true.
Yeah, we've got some video testimonials on our ski school page, so yeah, we can use some of that.
So part of the thing, you know, and I've done a lot of things where we take the video testimonials and transcribe them and put them, take excerpts from them, put take a screen cap of them with a headline and what they said, and then have the page that directs people to the footersedge.com/whatever, where you've got all your video testimonials, you know? Right. Here's what all these people said. And I mean, do you have video testimonials for the boom, for the tower, for the, you know, all the...
Not for we've got product testimonials, reviews, but not video testimonials of the equipment.
Okay. No problem.
But I've got a collection of them that I keep, and we've got some that rotate on our pages. So.
And what about your hats and T-shirts and gear?
We do have the hats, which I should definitely include that. We got lots of those. We don't have that many T-shirts. We have some T-shirts, so I'd be worried about too much of that because we're not going to have a full stock of that, the T-shirts. Cause,
why don't you set up now? Like, I mean, now you don't need to stock the T-shirts. Why don't you set up like your stuff on I don't even know the names of the sites now, but I'm sure there are places where you could just keep the artwork on the thing.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I actually was meaning to research that so we can just put it on anything from Yeti-looking cups to sweatshirts and hats. Yeah,
all of that.
Yeah, that's what I need to do with that because the T-shirts and that little stuff is just too hard to inventory and for me anyway.
Right, so and you don't need to anyway. Now that you can do like Cafe Press or some place like that, there's a site where you could just link and people can print and do whatever they want.
Yeah,
You put it on mugs and the whole deal.
absolutely. Yeah, that's ideally what I'd like to do with that stuff.
Get the Slick Feet 50 mug.
Yeah.
Why not? It's a good looking logo.
Not? I know.
Oh, I just laugh at that because it really is so funny. So that I really think, like, Lane, I totally see this as a incredible opportunity there for people, you know?
I agree. I absolutely agree. I think that's doable.
And I think for local businesses or, you know, product-based businesses, if you've got a few hundred people or, you know, local clients, people who frequent your establishment or frequent your store or buy other stuff, but there's other things that they could buy. This now phase 2 of this, and this is where I was thinking about. I asked you earlier if you had the mailing addresses of the people who actually come and ski with you, like who have come to see you live. That those might be the people that would be worth mailing to. So my idea around this mailing is to mail an envelope to or a postcard. I got to talk to my postcard guys, which would be will be the greatest thing is if we could integrate a gift card right into the postcard, like a you know, a tabbed postcard that the outside, it's like a Christmas card sized postcard. Let's say a 8.5 by 11 folded in half. And on the address side or the side of it, it says it's, you know, please rush to the person in charge of making sure Lane Bowers has the best Christmas ever, and your address with the, you know, not to be opened by Lane. And then on the inside of it, so that in theory, the person who's opening it is now the person who is the spouse or the loved one of the person that we mailed the postcard to, right? So if you got that postcard at your house, you would, so one of two things is going to happen. Either you're going to get it or Cindy's going to get it. And if Cindy sees it's addressed to the person in charge of making sure Lane has the best Christmas ever, she's going to know that's for her. And if if you see it, you would hand it to her, right?
Or leave it conspicuously around.
That's exactly right. Or you might even peek to see what it is, and then once you saw, then you could steal it. Then we could have a little note to Lane. If you opened this accidentally, here's what you do: is stick it back together and put it in the thing. So we totally anticipate that they're going to do it anyway. You know, that's kind of funny, actually. I love that.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, and then the one page could be about the gift card idea, and say to somebody, like essentially saying on the page, Lane is one of our favorite clients, and he's, you know, I know he loves to barefoot, and there's probably a lot of cool things that would make his Christmas wish come true. So 2 things for you. You can go here to download the and I've got some great Christmas wish ideas for you. Maybe you can have a URL that is that now you're doing a video for the person who is at this page. If you're at this page, it's because you are the loved one of one of our favorite customers, and we want to make sure that you don't have to wonder about what to get them for Christmas. And so we're making it easy. If you know what they want, here's our Christmas wish catalog. It's all, we've got everything from instructional DVDs all the way up to spending time with us. And if you want to make sure that they get what they really want, here's what I'll do for you. We've got a gift card that we can personalize for them in any denomination from $100, $50 to $5,000. You just call this phone number. Tell me how much you want to make the gift card for, or you can do it online, and we'll send you the gift card and the something, so you'll have something to give them under the tree, and there's a special video that they can watch on Christmas morning or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty exciting, actually. If it's like they're coming to see you, they get the thing on Christmas morning, and they get to watch the video from you, and they've got the gift card. That's
Absolutely.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. I thought it would be really cool to, even though it'd be more work, but for people who went to the level who are going to actually ski with me, to actually literally text them or email them a video that they could text to their husband,
right,
or whoever the gift at Christmas
text
morning.
them on Christmas morning. That's great. Yeah.
Right.
I like this. I mean, that's really pretty. I just think like so many. I think we've laid out a really cool promotion here. As a really great idea, and something that somebody could get together pretty quickly.
Yeah. That's exciting. Excited to get to work on it.
Yeah. Now, how could we, here's the thing too, is that now I take this. My challenge in life, Lane, has always been that I have such high aspirations for people. And I always have such this vision for what people could do,
Right.
And now I
have to settle for what they will do.
You're an enthusiastic doer, right? And so I know that you're going to do something great because you love to actually like get in there and let's do this. And
right.
Now let's bring it down to the level of, for anybody listening who's thinking this is a great idea, but they just wouldn't go to that length. What's the minimum effective dose of doing something like this? The minimum effective dose.
Question. That's a great question, because there's definitely going to be a lot of people who are going to be feeling that way.
Yeah. So what if we could trigger? So the main thing is, what is the asset that we have? If you've got an email list of those people, that's great, right? Now, what if there is a the Christmas wish idea? Let's just take that phase one of it, where we're going to send an email to their clients, and they're going to put Christmas in the subject line, which I'm sure that's everybody would. They will do that, right? They could see themselves doing that. But now we got to make
Christmas is the bare minimum someone could do.
Right. Okay. So now, what's the bare minimum that we could see somebody? What would be the 9-word email equivalent of this that somebody could do to just get somebody to go to that page? So if we said, "Hi, Lane. I figured out a really cool way for you to get exactly what you want for Christmas. Click here."
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now that would be I figured out a really cool way for you to get what you want for Christmas. Okay. That because it's from you and you have that relationship, you could get somebody to click here.
that's going to be the minimum viable thing. So now we've taken away the creativity necessary for that by baking it into the process here, right? You're listening.
Mm-hmm.
We're including it right here in this podcast. Hi, Lane. I figured out a really cool way for you to get exactly what you want for Christmas. I'm writing it as we speak here.
I was just going to ask, because you do better when you write physically. Right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I'd even go with a smiley. I'd even go with a smiley face on that, and then click here. Lane. That's it. I think if I sent that email to you,
mm-hmm.
and said, "Hey, Lane, I figured out a really cool way for you to get exactly what you want for Christmas this year. Click here, Dean." You'd go there.
Yeah.
Of course. Okay. So now we've got, it's practically writing itself. This is practically, we're giving it as a gift to people here. Okay. Now that they're on that page, what's the minimum, easiest, viable thing that somebody could do? What's and this is when I go through this process of thinking this minimum effective dose, I think about what is the actual active ingredient, right? So the actual thing, like the subject line, the whole purpose is just to get somebody to open the email. And the only purpose of this email is to get them to go to that page. And now the page is about the what do we want? What's the outcome we want from the page? We want somebody to download the Christmas wish book, right?
Right.
So the minimum thing that we need for the Christmas wish book is, well, you can put that together, but it would certainly be like a collection of, for somebody doing it, if you've got 8 to 12 different kind of projects that somebody could do, or
right.
different products that somebody could buy.
Are you talking on the page or in the download?
I'm talking about in the download, because so one option might be a video, like actually, if you're comfortable with a video, that might be the fastest way to actually get it done. If you think about it, if I excuse me, how I do my my movie review videos, just like holding up the camera and saying, almost like the thought of it, saying, you guys are going to love this. I figured out a really cool way to get exactly what you want for Christmas this year. And I put together a Christmas wish book with all of the best things that we have. And here's what you do. Just print out this book, get yourself a Sharpie and a highlighter, print it out, circle the things that you want, and leave it around so that anybody that might be thinking about what to get you for Christmas is going to discover it. And I've made it super easy on the page. They'll know exactly where to go to get a gift card for you to make that come true. So that just click on that link, download it right there, and you're good to go. That, I think, that little that thing would get somebody curiosity-wise to pick up, to print out that PDF, right?
Right.
So I think I'm stripping away the friction here, is the way that I'm approaching it, right? I want to make it so that it doesn't require a lot of angst and creativity. What am I going to say? How do I need to do this,
Right.
I think that level of thing, and if you have a printout of it, if you've printed out the PDF and you're showing it and holding it to somebody, that could be a really cool thing.
I mean, in the video on the page.
In the video. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you got to put in. I think even literally going to a page. Look, here's all I want you to do. Here, you literally, you know what he wants. He wants a boom, right? So here, look over here. Circle the boom.
Yes.
Go to the page with a magic marker.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave this. I mean, leave no stone unturned.
Yeah.
Sharpie in hand.
Yeah, I think that would be a pretty cool. I think that anybody could do that. You could shoot that one, no editing required, one continuous shot for 3 minutes. You could tell that whole story completely.
Yeah. I mean, I could definitely see how video might be more angst for some people than spending all the time to create the page and everything. But if I think a lot of your clients are very comfortable with their product, and they can make I think, I mean, what's going to endear you to your audience more than a video, and not a perfect video, just a video, get the job.
Yes, and it's quick. I think quick. There's something about it that it's not. I think part of the magic of it is that it's not highly produced and
definitely not script. Don't script.
Right. No teleprompters.
Absolutely
none of that.
Teleprompters, no great lighting, just some lighting.
Just some lighting, and it sounds good.
And the sound is good, yes. You can do it on an iPhone, Dean. Do it on a smartphone.
Absolutely,
this is a smartphone project.
This is a smartphone project. You're right.
This is not a crew. This is your kid holding it if you don't want to put it on a selfie stick.
Yeah.
Or a selfie stick.
Yeah. Now, that's one thing. But what if somebody didn't want to put together a Christmas wish book? How could we make it so that they could get the point that somebody could get them a gift card? What if we combined the ideas of having the gift card, having sending the mailing to the person in charge of making sure that Lane has the best Christmas ever? What if there was a way of, if all that the person had to do was put the name and the email address of the person they wanted to know about this.
Who is the person in charge? I need the email and the name of the person in charge. And I'm going to take care of this for you.
That's exactly right. Now we're getting somewhere.
Exactly. I'm going to make this quick for you. I need the name and the email of the person who's in charge of you having the best Christmas ever. Just reply, name, email, I got your back.
Yes. Oh, I mean, that's pretty great right there, right?
Right. Then you have your email of your instructions. Or maybe you have a little Santa's helper type of a response. Or once you get, so now we've got the name of the person who's in charge of making it Bob's best Christmas ever.
Yeah.
In keeping with our example, Lane Bauer's best Christmas ever. So now the response to that email is that we send to them is that do the steps go right into the steps? Step one, or do we need to introduce and warm them up a little bit?
Well, we need to now, but that would be the thing, right? Is what we could do is if the only thing is that, if the only thing that the person in charge, the what do we call them? The Christmas
Santa's
gift
helper?
giver. Yeah, Santa's helper. No, the person who. So somebody. Okay, my mind's racing here. So let's slow down and back it up. So the first step, we're at the point where email goes out. Subject line Christmas. Hey, Lane, I figured out how to, let me read the exact thing. Hi, Lane, I figured out a really cool way for you to get exactly what you want for Christmas this year. Click here. Mission accomplished. We've got them there.
Yeah.
Then we've got a video that just, this is our easy way for people to just leave the name and the email of the person in charge of making sure that you have the best Christmas ever. And now the thing is, what do we say to that person? How do we bridge that gap now, right? Now we've got the email, which is going to be the simplest thing, and we send them the Christmas wish catalog,
right?
Plus the gift card idea, right? You can get a gift card for all of this stuff. If you know what they want, then this, and maybe we could. But the idea is that the easiest thing is they're going to buy a gift card, and we're going to send them something that they can put under the tree.
Exactly.
And a really
PDF
nice
printout of the gift card, and then it just depends if you want to go to the next level. If someone's comfortable of doing the personalized video text to them, if that's too much for some people, but I imagine a lot of people we're talking to may be trying this out on a smaller level.
Yeah. I like this, Lane.
And this follows up on your whole concept of if you only had one client, how would you want to roll it out for them?
That's exactly right. Well, I think we've done gone and hatched ourselves an evil scheme here. It is.
I think anybody who's listening to this is, especially when you guys print it out, it's done for you.
That's exactly it. Wow. I mean, I'm excited. I want more and more people. I told you about this Sally, who's in my email mastery program. They own a ski, like a winter snow skiing shop in England. She's been around for that. It's a family business. They've been in business for 50 years. Wow. And I shared that idea with her, and I think she really loved the idea and wants to do this too. So I think if I did one more kind of round of thinking this through with one more person, or maybe even a group of people, to brainstorm this best Christmas ever promotion, I think that would be a very exciting thing.
Yeah, that'd be really good.
We're hatching a good.
You got all the people who are excited about it. You got the doers who are going to run out and do it, but the people who are on the fence, hang in there. We got another podcast coming.
Exactly.
And we're going to fill in the rest of the blanks.
I think this is great. And then we will, of course, have the New Year's Day debrief.
Yeah.
Of this is what happened. And then we gear up for the best spring break ever.
Exactly.
Oh, Lane. Well, I think we hatched the hell out of that scheme.
The only thing that was missing was more coffee than we should consume.
That's true. I missed that.
Because that led to the hilarity.
I think you're right.
A lot of your great ideas came from just the right amount of caffeine.
It's fully caffeinated at the right level. That's right.
Exactly. This is awesome, Dean. Thank you. This has been, man, as always, super thankful, and I hope everybody listening is excited about it as I am, and looking forward to hearing, the next one, and connect all the dots. Let's take some action.
Stay tuned. I may have to put out 2 episodes this week just to keep up with this. This could be because this is it. Thanksgiving week is really what it's all about for this.
Right. Yeah, they got time. Yeah. They got things to be thankful for, and this is one of them.
I love it. All right, my friend.
All right, Dean. Thank you, buddy. I really appreciate it.
Okay, I'll be in touch. Let's work this out this week. Okay, bye.
Got it. Bye.
And there we have it. We had so much fun with that. And since then, we've actually gone on and fine-tuned the campaign a little bit. And I'll send you whatever we ultimately come up with. Just send me an email, dean@deanjackson.com. Put Christmas in the subject line, and we'll work this week on getting some wonderful Christmas magic happening in your business. If you'd like to continue the conversation, if this is your first episode that you're listening to, you can go to morecheeselesswhiskers.com, where you can download a copy of the More Cheese, Less Whiskers book. That'll start you on the path, and we will give you updates every time we publish a new episode. I enjoyed sharing this evil scheme with you, and I can't wait to see how we can apply it to your business.